This is Sarah Poff and those art hands doing another project today. So not much supplies around, maybe at some of the houses, and I thought maybe we could see if we could make a rabbit puppet out of this box. So the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to take the box apart, which if Mom is helping, you might, oh, it just pulled. Hey, that's good. That one just pulled. Now, I have these funky scissors like this, and they work really good for cardboard. I realize you may not have that. You could take a serrated blade knife and cut if you wanted. Or you can take regular scissors and cut if you want. So I'm going to size this into some pieces. I saw a cute little project that was a rabbit, and they had done it on a plastic spoon. And I thought, well, that's real cute. And then I thought, well, not everybody's going to have a plastic spoon to do it with. So that's why I decided that we could do it with this. And then I'm going to save the rest of the cardboard in case I need it for something else. Because cardboard, recycles of different kinds, and a roll of masking tape, it will keep children busy for quite a while. Have them make a robot. That's fun. Okay, so I'm going to take this piece because it's white and make a white one, and then I'm going to turn over and I'm going to make a brown one on here. So I'm going to see if this comes off. If not, we'll just use around it. Okay, well, there we go. So I don't know what kind of cardboard you could come up with, but maybe you could come up with some that is white, or if not, you know, rabbits are brown too. So we're going to give him an oval. Then we're going to give him a head. And then we're going to give him some ears. Now, I should have scooted him down, but I always tell the kids we can turn it into something if we mess up. So let's just take the ears down just a little bit. Like that. Now I think I'm going to put, since he's supposed to be a puppet, I'm going to put it a little piece down here that he can be held with. It's a rainy, dreary day here in western Missouri, northwestern Missouri. Sure did like it better yesterday when it was sunshiny. So I could even, if I wanted my ears to be longer, I could even take this and do that. So I'm going to, because this did have, you can kind of see the texture of the cardboard there. So I think I'm just going to do that. Hey, that'll work. You know, this when you give kids something like this, it gives them a chance to think about how could I make that happen if it's not exactly how I want or doesn't look exactly right to begin with. How could I fix it? So we have that little spot on there. It'll give them some skills that they can use no matter what kind of job market they're in. Okay, there's his tummy. You can tell I'm used to talking for littler kids when I do things like this. course, that's who's probably most interested in a project like this. Okay, so we're going to sneak his ears down a little bit into that face area, since I didn't make them as long as I might wished. So I'm going to think about that when I'm cutting. And I folded it in half so that way I can do both of them the same size. Okay. Now I'm going to have to cut this down because this is going to be like pretty close to the size that those ears were. So I'm going to cut this down, trim it down a little bit. Okay. And I could take it up just a little bit too, where that yellow was. All right. So now let's see, he needs some eyes. So what could we do for his eyes out of the supplies that we have around? You know, I'm going to see what happens, because these were like a notepad that we had by the telephone. That's where that pink comes from. Okay, now we're going to try a hole punched. There we go. That works. That works. And then I'm going to take some of the paper that I did for the ears, and I'm going to do a little nose. What shape's right? I don't know. You know, I don't know. And you want to encourage, you can show the kids how to make something, but you also want to encourage them to do a little bit on their own, so that they can gain skills and judgment of what takes to make a certain creature. Now I want to have some of this brown for his whiskers. Maybe this piece right here would work. I'm going to cut him a little piece like this. I want to make it a bow tie shape. And the other scissors will cut this. This is not thick cardboard like a box. This cardboard is a thinner, because it was, what was it, mini corn dogs came in it, so it was a thinner box. So let's see if we can get this done. So the kids will ask me questions like, well, how many whiskers should he have? Oh, about that many. Well, how many? Well, what's the right answer? Well, there's not a right answer. Just about that many. Now, let's see. This may be overwhelming for this size that our bunny is. Yep, I think it is overwhelming. So we're going to cut down. I'm going to put part of these out. And I'm going to see if I can make some of these thinner. Okay, I like that best. I think I like that better. What about you all? Do you like that better? All right. So now we need to glue. I think this bottle is that no-run glue, which is good for getting things to stick. and it is bad for getting it to come out. Okay. So I use the cardboard little hole punches, or you could cut little pieces. Use the cardboard for the cardboard side for the whiskers. I'm going to cut this down just a little bit. See if I like it better. Like that. Now he's brown on this side. So you know what we could do? Instead of making another one, we could just turn him over. The children love to have more than one when they have something like this so they can play. I love to watch them after we've created these kind of things, and they like to play with each other. There's my rabbit. Okay, so I'm going to try and make another one real fast. We're going to make a brown one this time. I was thinking about Peter Cottontail the other day. My mother used to read those stories to me. Did anybody else's mom read those stories to them? We'll just make that one a little bit longer there since I didn't start it at the bottom there. Okay. All right, this time I'm going to use my little scissors to show you that it's possible, that you can do it. Just takes a little more effort. And sometimes when the kids are cutting something like this, you've got to teach them to like come back in here and cut out a piece so that you're not trying to work and weave your way all the way around it. You're only cutting a section out at a time. That really helps when you're cutting something that's thicker, that's bigger. Cut in and then cut around. Now, if he was white on the other side, we could give him a tail. I don't really have anything for a tail except for polyfill. I found some polyfill. I know there's some out in my art garage. However, my son just brought in the groceries, and given the time we live in right now, we leave them out there for about 48 hours before we bring them in the house, hoping that will take care of the virus. That is our hope. I'm not sure that it is. I'm not sure that it's not. I think we don't know at this point. He would look really cute, or she would look really cute if we had some ribbon on there. I didn't get any ribbon out right now, so you know what I'll do? Because I've got some over there in my drawer, because we're in my art lab right now. I'll tie some ribbon on, and I will post the picture of it once I've done that. Okay. So there he is. Now we can do him just like we did the other. All right, there's a tummy. You could cut legs on there if you wanted. That's just kind of up to you. Okay, let me see about these ear pieces. So I'm going to stick them under here. I'm going to trace around. I'm going to cut them out, cutting two at once I folded this in half. I'm cutting 2 at once so that they'll be the same size. Now they're going to be the same size that this is because I traced around it, so it's going to be really close. So I'm going to go back in and trim a little more down, a little more off, so it'll be the right size, hopefully. Do like this. You could round those if you want. You know, there's all kinds of things like that you could add. Let's see. I think I will do, for him, I'll do white eyes. Since I have some white cardboard. I'm trying to just show you with limited supplies what could be made. We used to make rabbit baskets out of bleach gallons. I don't really have a bleach gallon, but I'm going to show pretty soon. Not today, but I'm going to use this. It's a wipe container, and I'm going to show how to make a little Easter basket out of that. Alright, so let's glue these pieces on. And the kids will always come up with something fun, something different. That I'm just showing the basics, but I love it when they get creative. They might want a bow, you know, a bow up here, a bow here, a bow tie if it's a boy. Now I have these pieces right here from cutting off of the ear. I'm just wondering if that might not make his whiskers this time. Just make them a little bit different than I did before. So I'm going to take this scrap right here and I'm going to round it for his nose. Because I never want to box somebody into that it has to be a certain way. You know, I think that's the difference sometimes. We get that word craft and art mixed up, and where does the creativity go? But you can be creative with a craft, and that's what, you know, that's what I like to think about is, you know, who showed me how to make these? Did I have a pattern? No. Is it kind of a craft? Yes, but yet, you know, we're allowing for some creativity in it. I just don't get tripped up on those. You know, the deal is to get in there, use your hands, have fun. Who knows what kind of art you like? It's not the same kind of art I like. Of course, I like all art, so it probably is. Alright, so I'm going to put a little glue here. And I'm just going to use these. I think crisscross might be a good idea. Okay, I think maybe 3's good. What do you think? Yeah, I think maybe 3's real good on that. So I can just see Little Bunny Foo Foo is a song that we used to sing. Some people don't like him as much as other people do. There's also Peter Rabbit, but these are my rabbit puppets made from a corn dog box. I think for doing recycle rabbits and not many supplies around the house, I think I did pretty good. This is Sarah Poff and those art hens. They're a gift from God. You have a great day now.